Ming defeats Flying Brian Pillman. Following the match, Road Warrior Hawk came down to confront Ming. This led to the announcement that the two will be facing later on the actual pay-per-view. With Ming defeating Pillman there, do you think the main event was the right spot for a U.S. title quarterfinal match, or you were okay with it because it was leading to a Ming match in the pay-per-view?
Yeah, it was okay with me because it was the Hawk too that they didn't expect that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was all right with me there.
Now, Pillman is just Flying Brian at this point. This is kind of right before he starts developing into what would eventually be the loose cannon. Did any plans here for Pillman? I mean, it's only basically a 5-minute loss to Ming on the pre-show. So any big plans here for Pillman, or he's just kind of floating along?
I think that Pillman was putting this all together because I remember him and I having a little bit of a meeting one day and him saying, I got an idea for my character, but I want to keep it under my vest until I get it worked out in my head exactly. So he put a lot of time into developing this loose cannon. And he had a friend, too, that played football or owned a gym or something that was very close, that was giving him books on psychology. So Brian dove deeply into this. And I liked that what he said, I'm developing this character. I don't want to talk about it until I have it. So it was, he put a lot of time and effort into it, and obviously it worked.
Did he like you and trust you a lot with stuff, or were you guys kind of, not really gelling?
We were friends. I think Brian and I were friends. We got along. We had a mutual friend, Mike Graham, and him were very close. Mike and I had been tag team partners as kids. Mike was his biggest booster. He said this kid's going to draw a lot of money. And he was always protective of Brian. If someone said, hey, he's going to get beat when we're doing Saturday Night Live, not Saturday Night Live, but Saturday night, Mike would come and say, nah, let's sit down. And I saw Mike manipulate Brian from getting Brian beat to Brian going over strong. So Brian did have people, and Ric Flair was a big Brian proponent when he first started. So there were a lot, and everybody liked Brian. He was a good guy. He was fun in the dressing room. He had a great personality. I mean, he looked like a star. He was just terrific.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.